Welcome back to Live at 9. This morning, we are joined by an extraordinary Memphis native who's making waves as the chancellor of Rutgers University and bridging ties between Memphis and New Jersey. Rutgers University Chancellor Dr. Antonio Tillis is here with a special invitation to college-bound students. Welcome to the Red Couch.
Wonderful. It's great to be on the Red Couch.
Okay, so I was I'm so impressed by your journey. You're a first-generation college graduate.
Yes.
Talk to me about how that success happened and any highlights that you can share that can inspire our audience.
Great. Kanji, I'll start by saying that I am a very proud representative of the Memphis school system, where teachers invested in me from kindergarten through high school at the high school.
Oh,
Memphis
Central. Central.
Right.
I knew that was
at the high school. And so as a result of that and a result of mentors like Dr. Harrington and others, I knew that college was for me. So I wanted to go to the Northeast to go to school, but my folks asked a very important question: how are you going to get back from Princeton to Memphis? And I chose Vanderbilt University. And as a first-generation college kid, one of the things that I want to do as an administrator is to make certain that first-generation college students understand the responsibility of what it means to be in college, what it means not just for them, but for their families and also for their communities, and to make sure that they know of all of the opportunities, and to not be like myself and other first-gens. We graduate and say, my God, I wish I had known about this. I wish I had known about study abroad, which I did, but I want to make sure that students at Rutgers University in Camden, particularly those that we're recruiting from Memphis, have those opportunities, those transformative opportunities while they're matriculating with us.
And you have identified a gap of Memphis representation at Rutgers, and then there's also a diversity part of that.
Correct.
Can you speak on that?
Correct. So Rutgers University in Camden, we are a minority serving institution as designated by the U.S. Department of Education, and we recently were designated as ANAPESY. I had to learn how to say that.
What
acronym.
the what?
ANAPESY is Asian American, Native American, and Pacific
Not
Island.
easy peasy, everybody. It's not easy peasy.
Not at all. So as a result of that, the university, Rutgers writ large, has a commitment to diversity. New Jersey is a very diverse state, as you know, population-wise, and so we make it our business to make sure that diversity, equity, and inclusion are North Stars for the institution. And here in Memphis, being a native, knowing that quote-unquote low-performing schools, and I shudder when I say that, that these schools have high-performing students that could succeed at any institution, not just those that are in Tennessee, but those that are outside of Tennessee.
It sounds more intimidating than the reality of it, because I was terrified when I went to Howard University, and then HU, and then I got there, and it's like you just have to expose yourself to it. Can you talk about some of the success stories and the challenges overcome by students that you've recruited? Because he's literally here to recruit Memphians who want to go to Rutgers.
Absolutely. Well, under Dr. Marcia Bisong and Dr. Jimmy Zhang at Rutgers University in Camden, we have a pretty well-oiled machine as it relates to student success, such that we do a 360 wraparound to make sure that our students have what they need to succeed. Not just the financial. We pride ourselves on affordability and access, but also understand that the 21st century student needs more than that. Students need services such as mental health. We have students who suffer from food insecurity, shelter insecurity. So we make sure that we have at our disposal at the university those types of services that students need, particularly students coming from Memphis. I'll give you one success. One young man who is from Hamilton High School, and a big shout out to Principal Dalvua and also Ms. Ward, who have just been excellent partners. Of the 15 students that are matriculating with us now, 11 are from Hamilton High School. 3 are from Westwood High School, and 1 is from the Memphis Academy of Science and Engineering. One of the young men who's with us, who's just doing a phenomenal job, stated that he would not have gone to college were it not for this initiative at Rutgers University. And he's excelling. He didn't think that he was college material. And he's just one example of the 15 kids young people that we have with us. And I'm vested in their success.
We have 30 seconds. Who are you looking for in any words of motivation and wisdom?
Great. We're looking for students who are interested in broadening their horizon, who are looking to look at opportunities outside of the Memphis Mid-South area. But we also want these students to come back. This is why I'm partnering with local businesses to give internships to students, such that we're not a part of the Memphis brain drain, that we can educate these Memphians, bring them back to Memphis after they've worked into Memphis industries, and they can move forward. So again, our information is there. We are ready to receive students. We will be recruiting starting in the spring as well. And at 10 o'clock, I'm meeting with those students and their family members over at the Bishop. So looking forward to seeing them during the holiday season.
And very fast, I know that we put your Facebook and Instagram and your website. Is there a way to get directly to you?
Absolutely.
That's better.
You can get to me at chancellor at camden.rutgers.edu.
All right, you heard that was his email, folks. He gave his email right here on Live at 9. Dr. Tillis, thank you so much for coming back and bringing back to the community and not forgetting about us here in Memphis.
Thank you, Kanji, for having this alpha man on the red sofa.
See?